Now, a very good afternoon to you and thank you for joining us. This is your BTV News, broadcasting live from Gaborone. My name is Kylo Sabona Mutopo Taposa on sign language. Now in the headlines, the Minister for Transport and Public Works to construct a dry port at Mosetse village. While Mtwali Khosi plans to partner with the University of Botswana on skills development. In sports, India are the 2024 Money Globe T20 Mini Cricket World Cup champions. Dumelang, the Minister for Transport and Public Works plans to construct a dry port at Mosetse village along the A3, where long overhaul trucks could load and offload goods, addressing residents of Nata to update them on the developments regarding the rehabilitation of the A3 road. The Minister, Eric Morale, informed them that they are engaging their Zambian counterparts on the proposal while waiting for the commencement of the construction of a railway line from Mosetse to Zambia. Bethany Mandu.
Nata village has become a transit center that experiences a surge in traffic volumes, especially long-haul cross-border trucks. While these trucks enable trade between Botswana and other countries, the place where they dock on transit has become an eyesore to the community of Nata. Some spend days here waiting to continue their long journey from South Africa across Botswana up North Africa.
So se sengwe se re se dirang ka tsela e ke gore re ne re eletsa gore bogolo jang ka 83 go ya ko Francistown e santse e senyegile thata.
A3 road is badly damaged from Francistown up to Nata. I have instructed my ministry officials to go to Zambia and start talks on how we can manage the movement of trucks between two countries. And we are proposing for a dry port in Mosetse for the trucks to load and offload there after we have engaged with the Zambian government.
Re ha Mosetse re re dry port. Re sna bua le puso ya Zambia. Traka tse bogolo ne di tla di ba ha di sna go ba di tsa mo go tswang kwa di heta di boela.
Through the expected overhaul or maintenance of the A3 road from Francistown and A33 from Nata to Mwasha Gate, Khosi Justin Ntuani pleaded with government to consider making the road a dual way to cater for parking along the road.
At least the Padile is 5 kilometers before it's an amumuzi.
Plead that the road should be made a dual way 5 kilometers away from the village. This is because we are experiencing traffic volumes and these trucks contribute in road accidents.
Le nna ke ne ke setse ke laetsa gore tsela tse ha di kopanang kana di kgaoganang teng Maung Kasane Francistown go irwe mo ka sekgwa go teng.
I have instructed that when constructing roads similar to Nata, where the village is a center, the design should be able to address traffic volumes, and we have engaged experts who will advise on what needs to be done.
Ake ba go ira dual carriageway kana ba go ira bypass kana ba go ira ha kitse hanka ke ka e bua ka gore ke bona ba itsana but they only recommend to us ra be re leba se le gore se ka tswa se siame re be re bona gore se ja boka.
Residents welcome developments that will come along with the reconstruction of the roads, including employment opportunities.
Me mo go ke le boga ke re ra go le boga ra go le de pore tetse mo kholong ya bona ka go tanna le phiu ya bana ba bantsi
ka bo 1979 in a contract.
In the 1979s, when a contractor is carrying out a 3-year project, they align our employment terms with the duration of the project. But these days, we renew our contracts every 1 month. Why is that so? It is against the labor law because you need to have terminal benefits at the end of your contract. Therefore, the district commissioner and the labor office should come here and advise the community on these irregularities. The construction of roads infrastructure across the country will play a key role for Botswana to achieve its ambition of becoming a high-income status by 2036, and 13 billion pula will be used for major public works projects to be carried out under the second phase of Transition Development Plan. Bethany Mantu, BTV News, Nata.
The Director of Orphans Nest, Memorati Khari, says that the care of orphans and vulnerable children is the responsibility of everyone, including private companies. At the Orphans Nest charitable dinner yesterday in Gaborone, Mekhati appreciated the support they have received from some companies so far, but encouraged them to do more. Sulefelo Tombale.
According to the National Situational Analysis on Orphans and Vulnerable Children in Botswana 2019, there are around 130,000 orphans and vulnerable children in the country. The care of these children is something that motivates not just the government, but non-governmental organizations such as Orphan Nest. To help raise funds towards this gesture, Orphan Nest recently invited private companies to a fundraising dinner for these children living in the Mokgoditsane area.
A dijo tsa rona tsa maitsiboa re kgobokanya madi gore re tle re rekele.
Our goals and intentions for the dinner is to raise money to be able to buy winter clothes for orphans in Mokgoditsane. We also have 50 underprivileged children at Ngoya Phiri Primary School whom we intend to buy jerseys and blankets.
50 ko primary ya Ngoya Phiri ba jalo re ba rekelang di-jersey re tla be re ba netse di-jersey yalo le dikobo 50 of them.
Some of Mokgoditsane's notable personages praise the work of Orphan Nest.
Government alone cannot afford to take care of these children, and organizations like Orphan Nest are godsend in that they assist the government to achieve the commitment made in the Children's Act.
Ms. Khari also shared her organization's vision for the future.
Ka ngwaga wa 2029
By 2029, it is our aim that all of Botswana understand the importance of taking care of orphans. We have realized that this message, for one reason or another, is not reaching the population in the way it should. Why do I say this? Well, our strategy as Orphan Nest has been to engage people through khotla meetings, but it has occurred to us that there are other methods we can use, particularly the use of the internet and social media, in keeping with today's society. Orphan Nest also encouraged Botswana in general to help where they can, even if it is through the donation of old clothes for the orphans and vulnerable children they support. Solofala Tombale, BTV News, Gaborone.
The chairperson of Nkwadi Khosi Puso Gaborone says they are planning to partner with the University of Botswana to equip Bakhosi with special knowledge on topics that will help them to improve service delivery to their communities. Khosi Gaborone said this on officially opening the 14th session of Nkwadi Khosi. Kumiso Mopanyana.
Upskilling the Bogosi with different set skills is said to be important in maintaining the integrity of Bogosi in this country. Khosi Gaborone says equipping the Bogosi with special skills will sharpen their leadership for the betterment of their community.
Re ntse nna le tshwaragano le batho ka go farologana go leka go tlhatlhella borara go ba ruta ka se boeteledipele e leng sone le gore ba ka tlisa diphetogo ka popego e ntseng jang. Tshwaragano ya rona le ba Botswana National Productivity Center ka gore runtuntsha on strategic leadership and change management. Maikaelelo ine lo one a mme ke dumela ke re maduo mangwe a setsana bonetse gone mo ntlung e borara bosupa ka ditlankana tse boneng ba di neela le ditshwantsho gore re leka go dira se mo dikgaolong tsa rona e le maiteko a go supa gore re rutiwe ebile re utlwile se re neng re se bolelela mo godimo ga moo re tsere tshwetso ya gore re buisanye le ba mmadikolo the University of Botswana gore re tlele ka lenaneo la go ruta marara tailor-made programs for the dikgosi tse maikaelelo a tsone tla be le go tlhatlhelela borara go ba mo diemong tsa go lebagana le dikgwetlho tse di harologaneng tse lehatshe di le itemogelang mo godimo ga moo phuthego nngwe le nngwe ya rona re tsisa makalana a farologaneng gonef mo ntlong ya dikgosi le ga re tswa ga re ntse re ya gone ko gore ba re rute ka mananeo ba re ruta ka the mandate, the policies, the programs tse di farologaneng e le tsela nngwe ya go abelana le gona kitso, information sharing ya go nonotsha borara ba lefatshe leno.
Jose Gaborone says the integrity of the Khosi should be recognized as they have a role of advising government on legislative issues.
Nkwe e ne ya nna le a retreat ko Manong with His Excellency the President of the Republic of Botswana, Dr. Mokgweetsi Eric Kabetso Masisi, le bangwe ba khuduthamaga ya gagwe ya matona. Ko re ne ra tsewa step by step, kgato le kgato, ka maikaelelo a puso le lenaneo la puso, the transformation agenda and the mindset change campaign. Ka go le botlhokwa gore re le borara re tswelele le rona re kgona go amogela diphetogo le go rera diphetogo mo merafeng ya rona gore re fetole ka ga re dirang dilo ka teng. Ke dumela ke re ko retreating e go na le tsene ra di dumelana ra ba ra di buisanya le motlotlegi Tautona mme tse dingwe ra ba ra tswelela ra di dira. Ke dumela ke re thulaganyo e ya tshwaragano with the executive e tla tswelela e ntse hela jang.
As this country is going to the October 2024 general election, Jose Gaborone pleaded with the Khosi not to be affiliated with any political issues. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
Now, artists have been urged to hone their craft to make it appealing and profitable. This was said by the Poeta Vango chairperson Rele Kgodile Sekhabaneng during during the National Arts Festival competitions for choral, clap and tap, poetry and Mkhulokwane categories for the Northwest region in Maung. Maranyane Samakata.
Art is perceived as the heartbeat of any nation or a society as it keeps them entertained and happy. This was evident in the joy and happiness that was hard to miss on the faces of residents who graced this festival here in Maung as they were mesmerized by the sizzling performances of artists battling it out to secure a spot at the national level. Just like some people get up every morning to prepare to go to work, you should also rise up to work on your craft. Focus on that until you master your craft. Some groups are failing because they are not putting enough effort in perfecting their craft. We encourage them to make it their livelihood and participate in different other competitions because it does not serve them any purpose to wait for these ones only. The newly introduced category of clap and tap was the showstopper of the evening, and choirs are grateful to have been recognized.
E nonohile ka mabaka a gore re ntshitse bana na mo mebileng bontsi jwa bana jaaka le itse gore go ditagi majalo jalo mme maikallo magolo.
Our choir is currently doing well and has successfully saved a lot of young people from substance abuse. We normally recruit young people in our gospel music concerts. This has since earned us 130 choir members, and we intend to keep at it. We are happy that this category has been introduced in this year's competitions. This really proves that the role we play in changing the lives of the youth is recognized and appreciated.
Mo national arts le rona re bonwa re le sengwe mo lehatsi bile re ka godisa banana kana re ka godisa Botswana jalo ka kakaretso.
Other winners were equally thrilled with their performances.
Over the years, choral
music has evolved over the years. It is a beautiful performance that soothes the soul. It is impactful because it keeps young people busy and distracts them from wayward behavior. I discovered my talent in ululating during my primary school days when I was part of a traditional dance group. I also started performing during traditional events, and I got feedback from a lot of people who were mesmerized by my performance.
Okay, guys.
Artists have been encouraged to register for these competitions in numbers, as only a few had registered for this category in this region. Maranyani Samakata, BTV News, Maung.
Orange Botswana has donated digital school kits to Butale Primary School in the Northeast District as part of the Orange FA Cup final activities. The gifts include 50 headsets, 50 tablets and other ICT gadgets. Handing over the donation, Orange Botswana Acting Chief Executive Officer Regobe Mbai said that the donation is a part of their commitment to bridging the digital gap between children regardless of their geographical location in Botswana. Abigail Madorobo.
Orange Botswana Foundation, through digital school program, is dedicated to address disparities between schools in rural and urban areas. The foundation says, through donation of ICT gadgets, it believes this will empower students to quickly learn and explore, at the same time inspiring them to reach their full potential. We aspire to leverage and bridge the digital gap between a child who is from rural areas and those from cities. That's why we have found it fit to bring tablets to Butale Primary School so that these students can be equipped with digital skills.
Maranyane bata khona go dira tsotlhe tse di khona go dira ke bana ba kwa ga borona. Re motlotlohela thata gore re le mo sekolong sa bo 79 re ntse re dira jana.
Ba mo mono bona ga tautona wa the reset and reclaim agenda.
This is in line with government's reset and reclaim agenda, especially mindset change and digitalization priorities.
The mindset so we do digitalization. Digitalization ba bona gore ba itsela go godimo gore ba tsene mo dikolong ba tsise maranyane ke yone digitalization gore maranyane ya khona gore a thuse bana ba sekolo a thuse matitšhara a dire tiro ya matitšhara ene motho.
Orange Botswana is commended for leveraging on the reset agenda priorities, mindset change and digitalization. We came to receive ICT gadgets like tablets and laptops, which will be used by students and teachers as a way of improving education. And this is crucial as everything now is found online.
Se se botlhokwa thata ka gore mo bogompienong bana ba ntse ba ha gongwe ba sa kgone go ithuta sentle ka gore mo malatsing a dilo ka bontsi re di hitela mo maranyaneng.
I am sincerely grateful to Orange Botswana for being such.
Ke leboga company ya Orange Botswana go ba bone go le maleba go tokafatsa thuto ya rona.
It's important to promote our education.
This gesture is expected to go a long way in enhancing the school's academic performance and also prepares learners for digital skills they need for future careers. School management has been urged to take good care of these gadgets and use them to benefit learners in school. Abigail Madorobo, BTV News, Butali.
Now, Kwamelo Clap and Tap Choir from Khansi will represent the Western region after winning the Clap and Tap competitions, which were held in Hukunzi on Saturday. The national competitions will be held in Gaborone next month. Neo Mudumwa.
Clap and Tap will make its maiden appearance at this year's arts competition, joining other genres which has enjoyed support and growth over the years. Through its capability to soothe the soul, entertain the audience here in the Western region, Kobamelo from Khansi became the torchbearer, having outsmarted other competitors to book itself a trip to national capital for fierce competition from other regions. Securing a win here was not a walk in the park. It was not easy, more especially that we come from different villages. Nonetheless, we thank God that we managed.
I
urge you all to take your talent seriously. You should market yourselves in different social media platforms and draw inspiration from TKM and Joyous Celebration choirs.
Joyous Celebration.
Judging this genre of clap and tap, though it was a first, was not easy.
In a competition setup, the song arrangement is very important.
We don't want to see you causing chaos on the stage. have an agreement.
Maybe go coordinated go bona gore nyamme at least go ha batho bana ba ta go ira sengwe se sentseng jang.
It's some form of a cultural exchange ya gore re te go share gore nyamme lo to le gare ga re bewe ya lo le beelo hape le nyana hale re ntse re sa lathi mogopolo kana moono wa gore re preserve what we have, but at the same time sharing the culture across the district and across the country. Sa bobedi ba gaetso se e dirilwe go dirilwe e le tshono ya gore lote go ithekisa.
A more fierce competition awaits Kobamelo Choir in weeks to come in Gaborone, where other competitors will wait for them to compete against each other for glory. Clap and tap participants is expected to help them grow and have a part in growing the creative sector in the country. Neo Mutumwa, Buton Television, Hukunzi.
Digitalization and language policy initiatives have been cited as important contributors to developing the education sector and improving students' results. This was said by the Assistant Minister for Education and Skills Development, Re Obri Lesaso, at the David Tsere Constituency Excellence Awards in Mahalape. Love more, Mario.
Mahalape West constituency has 14 schools, being 10 primary schools, 3 junior secondary schools, and 1 senior secondary school. After realizing the poor performance of schools within his constituency, the area member of parliament, Mr. David Tsire, introduced the constituency schools performance awards for students and teachers who have 10% increase in their national results.
Batho ba boteka boraroba ba ne ba wetse mo seelong se se beilweng ke mo parlamente gore ha o ka godisa matshwao ka 10% re ta go hampho.
All the learners have surpassed the 10% target we set for them. So we are going to give 1,000 pula each student and certificate to those who improved their grades. The reason why we are in Ntompe Primary School today is because they have really done well.
Se se beilweng ke mo parlamente ke sone se nthompereleng ha me kana ka maikelelo ha gongwe go ete go to the most improved school.
We are not only awarding the most improved school, we have made the decision to award to the 3 schools because they have done exceptionally well.
The Ministry of Education and Skills Development pledged their support to this kind of initiatives, saying they contribute to their recently introduced language policy and digitalization in schools.
Director of Ceremonies, my ministry has embarked on an outcome-based education for our children to be equipped with skills, competencies, as well as professional ethics to ready them for the working environment. We have also started the school digitalization and language policy as a way of closing gaps that could be barriers for our children to excel academically. With digitalization, the laptops that were given to our students just last year are worn out, and some did not even return them. As a ministry, we plead with you parents and teachers to help change the mindset of our children, make them realize that we need to take care of these gadgets for other generations to come.
Some of the top performers say the patience, determination, and focus are the main secrets in performing above the rest.
The secret behind, I would say, is just the Almighty Lord for making me able to come this far, and also the support from my family and my teachers, my friends, and even the motivation that I got from them made me come this far, and I'm so very thankful for that.
Hard work. I worked very hard. I put in extra hours. Like dirisanya thata le baruta bana ba ka ke make sure gore ke nna le ka ha eleng gore ke tsa tiro ntsi mo go bone ba ntshwaela ba boela go gonna.
Tota se phirisa me ke go bereka le bana closely. Ke ba thathella ke ba kopa gore re nne le di extra.
My secret is working closely with my students. I give them extra work and extra lessons. My fellow chemistry teachers at Madiba Senior are also supportive. This really helps in making sure that my students get good grades.
These constituency schools awards are on their 3rd stint, having started in 2022. Love More Mario, BTV News, Mahalape.
Now, Member of Parliament for Lentsweleta Mopane, Mayor Naniki Makwinja, recently donated 130 blankets and 150 sanitary towels to elders in Suja village. Makwinja's donation was made possible with the support of Art of Living Botswana, Lazy Class.
Upon realizing that some of the elderly people in Sojo are impoverished and cannot afford some necessities, the area member of parliament, Ms. Makwinja, together with Art of Living Botswana, devised a plan to save them from this situation by donating blankets and sanitary towels to them. Ms. Makwinja is confident the move is poised to save these elders from the cold winter weather. You will never lack and experience hunger, get cold or become destitute, because I will run around asking for donations to give you like I have done today. We are donating blankets to you because it's winter and cold. We promise to come back with more donations in the future. The government relies on mineral resources such as diamonds, copper and coal. It cannot make it on its own. Hence there are some important independent organizations like the Art of Living which are always willing to help.
Art of Living.
The blankets brought joy to these elders who expressed their wish to get donations like this one more often to cater for their needs. I'm thankful because I got a blanket as a gift. May God help strengthen and increase them so that they keep on blessing us. This time around, the winter season will be bearable. As I have been given a blanket, my life now will be better onwards. In accordance with the old adage, sharing is caring, Ms. Makwinja urged the residents to always share with those in need. Lizzie Class, BTV News, Sojwe.
And that's how we end our bulletin this hour. Thank you for watching. Liza is standing by to give you sports updates.
Thank you so much, Kayalo. Good afternoon. I am Liza Oseking with your World of Sport. And in our first story, India are the 2024 Money Globe T20 Mini Cricket World Cup champions after defeating host Botswana by 9 runs in the finals played at the BCA Oval in Gaborone. Khomotso Sefako has the report.
India reached the final after edging out World 11 by 8 wickets, while Botswana did not lose a single match as they knocked out Pakistan by 32 runs in the semis. India got off to a flying start in the first inning as they registered 50 runs in 7.2 overs. The duo of Vino, Balakrishnan and Inziman Master scored the most points, registering 100 runs in 15.5 overs before wrapping up the inning with 128 runs. Botswana had to defend the score in the second inning as they were the ones batting. The local lead registered 50 runs from 7.3 overs before reaching 101 runs in 17 overs and in need of 28 runs in 3 overs. But it was not to be as India held on strong and Botswana managed to record just 119 runs and 9 short of India.
It was a tight game. For the first time in the tournament, we bowled first. So it was something that was new for us, a challenge. I think maybe we let them get maybe about 10-15 runs too many in the first innings. But even then, when we were chasing, we were in control, say at about the halfway point, the game was ours. But then when they got a few wickets, I think about 3 in a row, then the momentum shifted and we never quite fought back.
It was good, like it's one of the good match we had in the finals, and we are playing against Botswana, the tough team, and end of the day I'm playing for Botswana, and so it's happy to face these guys, a young team, and we gave them a good fight. I think it was a good final to watch for all spectators and all dignitaries here. It was, although everything, it was a good match. We really enjoyed this. It's really, I thank God for winning this, and it was tough too. We did so many working. We were working hard for last 1 month. Then the result came out well.
Karamo Thanka won the Player of the Tournament award, while Vino Balakrishnan won both the Player of the Match and Best Batter. Meanwhile, Noah Ahmad was named the Best Bowler. Khomzo Sefako, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now switching codes to football news. In Division 1 Eastern Bloc, promotional playoffs played at Palape Stadium over the weekend. Tsikinyara Tigers were crowned champions and promoted to First Division North League after playing to a goalless draw against the Miscellaneous Sporting Club. Koikezo Ramonso has the report.
Tsikinyara Tigers came into this encounter after a 0-0 win over Giant Aces, while Miscellaneous played a 2-2 draw against FC Palape. The first half was a balanced affair, with both teams attacking frequently, but failed to convert the chances. Miscellaneous, however, had an upper hand as the game went to recess with a goalless stalemate. Nothing changed after the break, as both teams continued playing like they did in the first stanza. The match ended in a goalless stalemate. The draw lifted Tigers to 7 points from 3 matches. Let's hear what this win meant for the Mahalape-based team.
We worked very hard this season, almost streaming these 2 streams come Mahalape.
We worked very hard this season. We had a 2-stream league in which we were crowned champions. That is why we are here. We are happy that we won, and it will be our first time playing in the First Division League.
We are happy because the team are first day.
The Eastern Bloc representative had this to say about the just ended season.
This year, we playoffs at Eastern Bloc host a region.
Our playoffs rotate through our regions, which are Tsopong, Silibe Pigwe, Central North and Central South. This year, it was Tsopong's turn to host. We take champions from these regions to play a 2-day tournament, then we crown our champion.
South Pigwe, a 2 days tournament, then a regional champion.
Tigers now join BR Highlanders and Santa Green to make a total of 3 teams from Mahalape that will be playing in the First Division North League in the coming season. Kwagezora Monsu, BTV Sport, Palape.
And finally, Foreigners Affairs beat the Beja BOT 18-17 to win Classic Hoops 3x3 championship in the men's category, while Gaborone Drills scooped the women's championship after an 18-17 victory over the BOT Honey Beja. The tournament was played at University of Botswana courts. Victoria Dakin has the report.
In the men's category, Foreigners Affairs started by winning all their 5 pool games to proceed to the quarterfinals, where they edged out Hawks BW by 19-6 to book a space in the semi-finals. In the semi-finals, they won 21-9 against Team SA and qualified for the finals. The national team, the Badgers, on the other hand, reached the finals after winning 4 of their 5 pool games to proceed to the quarterfinals, where they thrashed Grim Knights 14-5 to qualify for the semi-finals. They downed Stir Fry by 20 baskets to 17 in the semi-finals. In the women's category, Gaborone Drills won the championship by defeating the national team BOT Honey Beja 18-17. Drills won 5 of their 6 pool matches to play against Bing Bong in the semi-finals and beat them 15-6. Honey Beja also managed to win 5 out of 6 games and went on to win 23 against Dynamites. The tournament featured 33 basketball clubs competing in open, men and women categories, as well as under-19 boys. Botswana Basketball Association was used in this tournament to prepare for the next round of the league, which is currently on break until August. The tournament was also used to prepare the men and women's national teams for the Run Ball 3x3 event, slated for the 29th to the 30th of June in Reunion Island. Victoria Dakin, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Well, and that is it for sport this hour. I'll be back with more at 5.
Botswana's journey of transformation is a multifaceted initiative merging different sectors of government and the wider national